Hello everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to review this really cool Velociraptor figure released by Mattel for the new Jurassic World Dominion line, but this is part of the Extreme Damage releases, which is really cool. I must say straight away, this is probably one of the most appealing Velociraptor toys ever from the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World lines. Anyway, before we get into a closer look, let's have a look at the box. Now the packaging is pretty much standard for what we see for the Dominion line. We have the T-Rex in the background being chased by a vehicle and a helicopter. The actual ground bit is a nice piece of amber texture. On the back of the box we can see the logo and a couple more examples of what is in the line and a nice picture of the toy itself. Now let's take this out of the packaging. This is quite an articulated figure. It's got articulation in the neck, so that helps posing this figure really well. As you can see, I really enjoyed posing this. But anyway, let's take a closer look. This is the exact same sculpt as the Extreme Damage Velociraptor Blue from the, what's it called again? Velociraptor Blue and Owen Pursuit Pack, I think. The one with Rain Delacour. Man, is this striking. It is completely white with some speckling in the plastic. It's like a dark brown speckling in it. And some blue patterns over the whole top of the figure, and it's got some orange eyes. It's also got toe claw paint, which is always a plus. Or actually I should say it should come standard, but that doesn't happen all the time, unfortunately. As we saw before with the review of the blue figure, this foot here is actually longer than the other one, which is weird, but never mind. I guess it's just to help it stand a bit better. But everything else about the sculpt of this figure is top notch. It is absolutely lovely. Obviously, it is slightly stylized because Mattel likes doing so. All the proportions seems to work really well together. Like the length of the tail is perfect for what it is, and the pose in general is pretty damn good. Let's have a look at the articulation. So we have an articulated neck, which is amazing on a raptor. It's got an articulated jaw. The arms swivel in and out and backwards and forwards, which is lovely. And the legs go backwards and forwards. The hips don't swivel in and out, which is quite strange for a more expensive figure compared to an attack pack or ferocious pack, because those usually don't have the swiveling hip action. But honestly, I'm perfectly fine. It just feels a lot more robust and it's easier to pose, and it's not a big deal at all. I actually prefer it like this. Now looking at the action feature, there's a button on the back, and if you press it, it reveals some red wounds underneath these sort of cuts in the skin. Now when the action feature is not active, it just looks like some sort of scarring. But if you press it, it reveals like a red glossy sort of bloody look. Let's have a look at the scan code right here. And now let's compare it to the Velociraptor Blue version. Here you can definitely tell that it's the exact same sculpt with the same exact action features, but it looks so striking compared to Blue. Look at this. It's got less paint apps because Blue's got like a white outline around the blue stripe. It's also got belly color, but this other raptor is so eye-catching. Like if you saw this in a shop, you go, oh my gosh. That's the reaction. Oh my gosh. But unfortunately, this figure isn't available in the UK. Obviously, all the cool stuff isn't available in England, which is such a bummer, man. I always have to get these imported. But luckily, I have an awesome friend called Viet, who's also an awesome artist. We actually met on a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis modding group back in the day when I used to make mods and skins. We were working on skins together for the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis game. Yeah, massive thanks to him. I couldn't have got it without him. He actually drove 7 miles or so to go and get it for me. And he's actually an absolute sweetheart, so thanks so much, Viet. Anyway, this raptor is probably one of the best ones ever we've got from the Jurassic line. It also reminds me a bit of the Camo Extreme... is it the Arctic Rex from Jurassic Park 3 or something like that? It's white with blue patterns on it, and I think Mattel got inspired by that. And oh man, I absolutely love this. Anyway, let's scan this raptor into our app, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
I would like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps.